Today is the day. Today is the day, folks. We are doing it. We are building up fWhip Tower. I'm so excited for this. We're building up the first building inside of our Cyberpunk theme base here on the LegacySMP server. I'm so ready. We're going to be building up this entire structure. I got that thing planned out. I've been doing a bunch of resource gathering, and we are good to go on this one. However, before we do that, we've got a few other things to tackle. Now, I know we are becoming this all-consuming power here on the Legacy server. We're going to automate everything, which really doesn't sound like me. But one thing that I wanted to do to help people out, because everybody's starting to make their shops over in the shopping district. However, the people who are making shops in the shopping district are not including ender chests. For me, that's kind of a staple of what you got to include when you're making a shop. So what we're going to be doing here is we are going to be going around and setting up a few ATM locations inside of the old shopping district. I got to gather up a few things. I think we got some stuff. All right, so I've got spruce trapdoors and birch trapdoors on me. Outside of that, I need some oak wood, but like we have this, right? But that's like that type of thing when you're like, hey mom, can we get food? And she's like, we have food at home. And it's like, it's not quite good enough. But we got these guys. When in reality, all you really want to do was come over here and use something way over the top just to get a little bit of oak wood and make some oak signs here. So what we can do is we can start our farm up here. We built this one in the last episode. It is totally intense. I love this thing. And what's going to do is drop that TNT down, and we've got ourselves an auto tree farm. So let's do this and just get a little bit of oak wood mined up here, or blown up here. We're good to go. Okay, maybe in reality you should just take the thing at home, because I somehow managed to break it again and realized that I forgot to press this little lever over here. Oak, no oak, oak. Unfortunately, 45 minutes later, it's fixed. I had to take down the entire wall here and the entire wall over there. So that thing, what we got to do is this. That'll extend it down so the block is right there instead of being 2 blocks higher, and somehow that makes it work. Let's try this. We open it, we start it, and back to doing the fun with, maybe this is like a lesson in like, you should just use the stuff that you have, you know, don't always do the fancy thing. And yep, that looks like it's working. We're good to go here. Okay, for about 5 minutes of the farm running, we got a decent amount of oak logs, and we totally did not need this many. We just need like 12 oak fences. I was running through my base real fast to grab a few things and, you know, drop off all the extra oak logs that we totally needed to farm right then. And I noticed this chest. Here's your payment for the beehives. Oh, sweet. Awesome. 2 more bees nests. That's great. I loaned, or I gave one to Gem earlier, and because she couldn't find one, I was like, all right, I will give you one. My only one right now, if you give me 2 later, and got a great deal out of that one. So now we got 3 beehives. The shopping district is starting to look pretty insane. Somebody's building a cloud on a rainbow over there, which is really cool. And there's just a lot of, I can't wait for Pearl's Mushroom Shop to be open up here soon. I'm definitely going to be using that one. But while we were here, what I wanted to do is these very, very simple designs for a little bit of an ATM. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to use a third being a birch trapdoor right there. And then we're going to use 1, 2, and we're going to do a third with a birch trapdoor right here. And then on the back, we just need 1, 2 of these guys. Drop our ender chest right in here. Take our block of emerald and do that right like this. And then we just put an ATM. And perfect. There'll be a little light source over here. Everybody will know that there's kind of ender chest here, so you can grab your wallets out of it. You can do everything like that. I just want to dot a few of these around here. I brought so many because I was thinking the shopping district was way bigger than it actually is. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to add in, because then I can take this one back from here, and we can just put a little bit of an ATM service right out in here. We've done our good deed here of setting up these lovely ATMs around the entire shopping district. And folks, it is time that we jump on over to the Cyberpunk base and get some building on. Back over at our base now, I've spent the last few days, IRL days, gathering up resources so we can do this. We've got a few things left to convert to concrete, but we've got a bunch of sea lanterns and all of that work. Look at everything right here. We've got so much great concrete powder. We've got a lot of these things, and it's time for me to convert all of those, and then we get to building. Concrete has been hardened, blocks have been gathered, and it is time that we build up fWhip Tower in good old-fashioned Loading in, my friends. fWhip Tower is... Wait, what is going on in chat here? What is going on? Can any help Wither in Jimmy's mind? We can't right now. Oh no, okay, I guess we're going to help kill a Wither, folks. But this thing's ready to go. I've got an idea to do for the floor. It requires a bunch more iron. It's time that we go save these guys and see if we can't help them out. fWhip's coming to the rescue, folks.
Please,
don't you worry.
Please.
Thank you, fWhip.
What part of the mines are we looking at? Oh, I see the health bar now.
Like
Yeah.
literally,
Just right here. Just right here.
Yep. You guys look like you're a little worse for wear.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's up.
Up.
He's somewhere. I can hear him. Can't see him.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm hearing something going to the surface. All right. Well, I didn't bring a pickaxe, so that might have been a bad call. But and baby zombie on you, Jimmy, or on Jim? Where is this Wither?
I literally don't know. I'm getting scared now.
This is bad.
That's
This
real
is-
bad, folks. Real bad. Real bad.
Oh God. Nope.
Where?
That was-
Where?
Oh, there's lots of creepers, Jimmy. Watch out. Left.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like.
It must have went straight up. Wait, right here. Where we were originally.
Okay, yeah.
Back down. Okay.
He needs to focus us so he
And
doesn't
then literally
keep rising.
straight up. Like
Straight
Up.
Straight
stop
up.
Straight up.
Straight up.
This is not
there
the
he
time
is.
to make fun of my accent.
I see his little head there.
Can you break these blocks for me so I can see him?
Those ones? Yeah, you got it. Sweet. He's
All right.
up there. He's poking.
We need to get him down. They're way easier to kill way down on the ground.
We had him down, but
I've just fallen like a oh, there he is.
Oh my god. Alright, he's down. He can only be sword.
I'm gonna eat some steak while I'm here.
ouch.
This is the most
He's got me.
the most disgusting wither
Okay,
fight I've ever witnessed.
Ah, my fire.
Let's go, gamers! This lava is coming through
Jimmy
as
the
well.
pro gamer, you can do it.
I've got this!
No, he's gonna kill me.
I'm on have a heart, I'm gonna die in victory!
This is awful.
Die in victory!
This is very awful. I have half a heart. I can't go back up there until the wither
I'm
stops.
gonna die from Wither. It's gonna kill me.
That's
It's
a
gonna kill
victory
me.
death.
Please, no, please.
What the
Why is it
heck?
last so long? No! We've successfully done our part of keeping the city safe from the threat of withers, mostly because Jimmy's base is right next to mine, and if that thing got loose, well, my base was toast next. And now it's time that we get over to a bunch of mining because I need a lot of iron to work on the floor of our storage room. And with that, my friends, concludes 2.5 hours of mining between beacon mining, strip mining, and everything of that sort. We now have this giant pillar of materials right here, and I think it's time that we mine this whole thing down. My pickaxe is ready to go for this one. I'm ready to get all of the levels possible. Recently stopped by the new Ender, which I definitely want to show y'all in later in today's episode. Logical Geek Boy did an amazing job with it. It is a Enderman farm and melon farm, and it's one of the craziest things I have ever seen. But let's break this thing down right now. Well, I would say that was a pretty successful resource gathering mission. Over those 2.5 hours, we got almost 3 stacks of redstone blocks, we got a little over 2 stacks of coal blocks, and we got almost 2 stacks of diamonds, almost 2 stacks of lapis blocks, and a bunch of emerald that I wish I left as emerald ore, but that's pretty great. Now it's time for us to focus on our new storage room, which is supposed to be inside of here. One thing that I also got out of that was a lot of iron. I went and smelted that up back at my base. And what I want to do inside of this area, well, we're kind of working around here, doing a bunch of things. It's dangerous in here. That's not good. Let's get you out of here. And goodbye, buddy. I know, we can turn that off. I was trying to make sure I picked up all my resources. I've been realizing how much that hitbox thing helps with actually like seeing where loot is around you. But I need to spend a bit of time figuring out what this storage room is going to look like. Apparently also forgot to put the glass in right there. And the sea lanterns. But what I want to do down here is bring in a bunch of smithing tables, I believe they are, to get that kind of like darker bluey floor. But before we do that, to save myself some iron, I want to figure out what our storage silos are going to look like. I think this wall is just going to be a bunch of chests going all the way across. Let me spend a bit of time figuring that out, but I'm thinking chests over here, and then we can somehow do like this wall going back into this place, or we have like a doorway that'll come through here and lead us into the base of this point, and this can be where all of our auto harvested. So maybe we loop all of the storage from our wood place over to here. Future farms can all loop into like storage silos in here. I thought that could be kind of something cool to do, but let me get to this and I'll be back with you folks. I did that backwards. It is very early morning the next day, but I've come up with the design we're going to be using for the storage room. I want to use 3 different segments, so we'll have this one right here. Then we'll have a 7 wide and a 7 wide. And I want to carry this whole pattern around using some more of our lovely honey blocks with sea lanterns behind them, get a little bit more of that glow going on. I do want to change the ceiling though, because I really don't like that just being white terracotta. It looks really, really bad right now. But I need to lower it all down so we don't have like the andesite and everything hanging out in there. Right now I just put some more cyan terracotta right up there, but I might have to bring that forward again another block, or maybe we just do a bunch of like pipes coming out of it that are blocking that thing. I'm debating if I want to leave this open here as well. We need a way to get up to the 2nd floor, but I'm thinking it might be easier just to have a small entrance in there somehow. But anyways, I'm gonna get the floor in. It's gonna be awesome. We'll get the rest of these chests in over here, and then it's time to move resources over. Ugh, gross. So all that iron we mined yesterday in 2.5 hours, well, that got us this far. I'm back down to 0 iron ingots to my name, and I need a lot more. So I know Sean has been trying to set up an iron farm or an iron shop or something. I think he's already got the farm going. I might see if I can't rope him into giving me a little bit of iron. Maybe we trade for a lot of lumber or something like that. Let's see what we can do here. You, sir, are just the man I want to see right here. As you can see, I'm in the process of setting up a pretty grand storage room in here. Ignore the ceiling. No, don't look at the ceiling. Don't look at the ceiling. We don't look at that yet. It's not ready.
I'm looking at it.
It's ugly. But yeah, and these blocks down here require a lot of that lovely block you're holding there in your hand. 2.5 hours of work to get this floor so far, and I'm about halfway done with it. So
do we like that?
yeah, it is. I know you currently are the only one with an iron farm on the server. Would you be interested in making a deal for, say, like a stack of iron blocks? I hope that can get me through this.
We'll see.
All right. So I got the fancy bling blangs and all that type of stuff, but I got something that currently is not being sold in the shopping district anywhere. Are you in need of any large quantities of lumber, particularly oak, spruce, jungle, or birch?
You know, I actually am.
Oh, really? Maybe we can make a deal on that. All of it. Okay, all of it. What would be a deal that you are interested in on this one? Because I need that block, and it sounds like you need some of these guys. That can be like a little teaser right there of, you know, what could be more to come.
Let's see. How about since this costs 9 stacks of iron for a full stack of blocks, 9 stacks of wood.
Okay.
What do you think?
Deal.
Deal?
Deal.
Okay.
Let's do it. Our floor is in place. The chests are in place. The end rods are in place. Still don't know what I'm doing with the ceiling. But I've also been working on the back wall. I duplicated what we had on the outside with all of our windows and things because I felt like it'd just look a little weird looking at sea lanterns. So I decided to bring the entire wall and just duplicate it over on here. Right now we got a temporary spot for just a little bit of a super smeltery, not really supery, not very super small at all. And apparently I shouldn't have used blocks of coal because that's all I smelted. Adding in a few more details into our storage room, I guess we're calling this one. Well, obviously storage room. That kind of makes sense over there. I decided to bring in this big giant vat, I guess we could say, of honey blocks over here. I think it's pretty cool, and I want to continue with that circuitry approach that I've been kind of utilizing on the outside of the buildings with our light blue, and so I have a little bit of circuit action going on up here. Fixed up the ceiling by adding in stone slabs along the entire thing, so it was a nice little half block there. Then brought in this layer down, another block with that gray concrete, and added in some blue glass in there. Looks pretty freaking sweet. This whole thing, we now have anvils that we can use if we need to rename things or whatever it might be. Got my lovely bedroom right here. It's doing a great job. And one thing that's really upsetting me right now, or not upsetting me, but perturbing me, I guess we could say, is that I don't like how open this area is and the fact that we have to use these. You all know me that I don't like to use torch spam to light things up. So I was thinking inside of here, what we could add would be some sort of a spaceship maybe, or some sort of a car of sorts, because these are big bay windows or bay doors up here, right? So technically that would be sliding back, and that'd slide back, and then something could get in and out. So maybe we build like a car or something to fill this side and have some sea lanterns on it. That could be a creative way of lighting up the area. We don't need to do too much. Like, we got sea lanterns hidden back here. We got sea lanterns underneath this entire thing, like they're all the way back in there. And that could work, but I'll get that one figured out later. This room over here, however, is where we're going to be doing a lot of our bulk storage of goods that we're auto farming. So our tree farm, we're going to actually be breaking out a little something or another, probably right here. And we can have a water elevator bringing all the stuff up, and it's going to go shooting off across that way. It might actually be a little bit block further forwards. I think I got enough space here back for this one, so we can do hoppers, and then you have 3 blocks for your sorting system. That should be good. But we got our oak logs, all the different types of logs that we can auto harvest. For some reason, spruce isn't working with that machine right now. I want to get sugarcane actually set up right there. We'll get that set up here soon. Then we're going to have 2 things for iron, because I feel like we're going to get a lot of those. We'll have 1 thing for our little red poppy flowers in this one. Then we'll have some cactus green dye here in that one. And then I want to do some creative stuff though with our poppies and our cactus ones and these guys right here. And so we can get a lot of auto bone meal going with all this. This is going to be like 5 or 6 chests tall, by the way, maybe even more. But I want to figure out a way that we can get, using composters, we can turn all of the excess of this stuff, that stuff right there, and we can just turn it into bone meal. We'll probably have to manage that over at another chest system back at wherever the farm is to make it simpler for the mechanics of redstone stuff right behind us here. But I'll tell y'all what, there's a little bit of business we need to handle with the Guardian farm before we get out of here for the day. So I'm gonna see if I can't wrangle Nash and Scott and see if we can't have a little chat here. These little fishy guys have been over here for so... Oh, well, they're lagging a lot.
Oh my gosh, they're going crazy in there. Holy cow.
How's it going, Nash? I think it's finally time for both of us to have a big sigh of relief here.
It is. It definitely is.
This has been a long project. I usually don't do these giant things, and just between us not being able to get together to work on it, the scale of this entire thing, it's been like 2 weeks or so since we started this.
I know, right? I thought it was going to be a really quick project, but Guardian farms are no joke. They take so many resources, but I think it helped that we were working a little bit together on it.
Totally. Speaking of which, we also had Scott, S Major, or dang, that's a long name, or I don't know what other names he has, but there's a lot of them. He was helping us out here too. He helped me on the last day get a lot of these tubes here in the top. So I know we were thinking about a little bit of an idea for how we can make a few diamonds off this one. What? You want to go over that one?
Definitely. So we all put the Guardian farm together, and since this was sort of a community effort, 3 of us sort of worked on this all at once, we were thinking about doing a membership system so that the other server members can come over and just use this to get XP, whatever kind of resources they need. And we're going to sell these memberships for about 15 diamonds, and we'll split it 3 ways. So we'll each get 5 diamonds. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, no, I think that sounds perfect. And I think after we get a few sales on here, I'll come over and upgrade us with a diamond beacon. And we're planning on fixing up the storage system here. Don't worry, folks. This thing is, yep, everybody can come AFK here for 1 double chest.
Yes, yeah.
But I think we'll get that sorted. Maybe we can rope in Logic and be like, hey, you want a cheap membership? We'll save you 10 diamonds or something. And then we can get them to somehow build a auto-killing thing so they don't just die in there like that. But I think it's a great plan that we can go forward with, at least getting a few diamonds off of this thing so we can buy some resources. Because
Yes, definitely.
as much as we needed it, it'd be nice to get a little something out of this for being the whole community's supply of prismarine and everything here.
Oh, yes. I need to feed my shopping addiction on the server, so the diamonds are going to come in handy. Definitely.
Well, I got plenty of shops for you. If you need some of these... Oh, you already got the golden carrots. Look at you. I don't know if there's a great food truck if you need more of them. Just saying.
Oh, don't worry. I've already been there. These are food truck carrots.
Oh,
don't worry.
Perfect. I'll have another shop up here soon. Don't you worry. But awesome. So we probably need something a little bit more flashy than a sign that says put 15 diamonds in this barrel.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas on what we can do for that one? Or do you want to take charge and see if we can't get a little bit of a shop going up in the district? Just somewhere for them to throw in some diamonds and lead them over to a lovely Guardian farm?
Totally. I was I think a little shop in the brand new shiny shopping district would be amazing. So I'll put that together and I'll kind of divvy out the payments for the memberships as they come in. So
Awesome.
yeah, count on me.
Sounds great. All right. Thank you so much, Nash. We'll get this
Yeah.
message to Scott somehow. There we go, folks. I came through here and also set up a bit of a nether portal for ourselves, connected that up to the roof of the nether so I don't have to spend 2 rockets every single time going back and forth between the areas. But Nashcrafter is going to be tackling that awesome little shop for our Guardian farm there. We should be able to get a bunch of stuff. I think, however, that's going to do it for today's episode. Now that you all have seen the build style that we're going with here, seeing the type of things that we are making inside of this awesome cyberpunk themed base, I'm also going to be rethinking what to do in the central area. So let me know what ideas you all have. I thought my idea was unique, and as many people yelled at me in the comments below, and now I finally went and watched the videos everyone was talking about. I was like, well, yeah, apparently this is more or less the same. I was going to do a tree stump with honey poking out of the roots and everything like that. And then I realized that, well, Iskall apparently is also having honey oozing out of the sides of his tree and things like that. I did not realize it was going to that extent. So, folks, we're going to be rethinking what's in here. Let me know in the comments below what y'all want to be seeing on that one. But here's the base style. Here's what we are aiming for. Let me know what ideas you all have for structures that we can build. Maybe in the next episode we'll fix up this guy a little bit, maybe build our structure around it, but I actually have something back in the medieval area that we needed to tackle first and foremost in the next episode. But anyways, please be sure to hit that like button down below if you did enjoy, subscribe if you are brand new, and I will catch you on the flip side.